If you want to hear my thoughts on quad of the month number 7 and see what I have in store for quad number 8, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video, and I have another update on a quad. This is quad number 7. It is the quad for July, and I was so used to trying to get through quads within just a couple of weeks to catch up that I have done a ton of looks already with the quad for July, which is this 7th quad. You can see the colors again. If you are not familiar with this quad, you haven't seen the intro video, let me just go over the colors for you. This is Mass from the 39A Dare to Create from Morphe. This is a pink shimmery color, very, very light pink from Annabelle, which is a Canadian brand. We then have Cobalt Blue, again from the Dare to Create 39A. And finally, a Cool Brown from Annabelle, again a single from that Canadian brand. I will just give you some swatches again from this specific quad. I had a lot in my palette collection roulette. If you're curious about what that is, I'll put the playlist here. Essentially, folks who are watching when I do the intro, the review of the previous round and the intro of the new round, folks get to pick my makeup for the next round. So you might want to get in on it if you haven't been participating yet. So I would encourage you to check that out. I am just going to finish these swatches. I just want to talk about them, and I think that the swatches are helpful to see as well in doing that. All right, so I started off, when I was working on this quad, I started off with using these 3 colors. And I wanted to use, I always want to do that. I want to use a lot of the colors straight, just right out of the gate. And I did a look that was just fine. And I also ended up using these colors for a look, these colors for a look, and these colors for a look. So I didn't use every single possible combination in this quad, but I gave it a pretty good run. If you want to see the looks that I do with the quad of the month, I strongly suggest that you take a look at my Instagram account, because you can see the looks within about 24 hours of me putting them together. And you know what? I enjoyed this quad, and the only thing that took away from my enjoyment of this quad was an unexpected situation. I got a lot of blues and cool tones picked for me in the palette collection roulette. So I was doing cool tones, blues, and shimmers and whatnot in the palette collection roulette, and I was also doing a lot of the similar looks with this quad. You know what? It's luck of the draw, and it certainly stretched my abilities in trying to do different looks with sometimes very similar colors. But I actually think I pulled it off. A lot of cool looks. A few of you over the videos during the first half of July definitely mentioned to me that, wow, you're doing a lot of cool looks. And yeah, it's not the norm for me on a regular basis. So did this as well as the palette collection roulette challenge me? Absolutely, but I'm happy with this quad. It's actually quite nice. It makes me think of blue jeans, so in my head I call it the blue jeans quad, just because of the nature of the colors. That cobalt blue it truly is beautiful, and I had no problems wearing it. And I'm over this idea that I don't like blues. I'm fine with blues. So that is it for this quad. I'm happy I put those colors together. I think they worked out quite nicely. And yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote for it. Now, for anyone who's familiar with this series, you know what is coming up next. It is quad number 8. We are not in August yet, but I'm going to declare this quad, and I'm happy that I have up to 6 weeks to work on it before the end of August. And this quad number 8 is all from the 39A Dare to Create by Morphe, and this is what it looks like. It is very, very different from quad number 7. very different. It could not be more different. And I have gone away from having 2 mattes and 2 shimmers in this one. I actually have only 1 matte and 3 shimmers in this quad. But I think it's going to work out quite nicely. And the set of colors just, these 4 colors spoke to me in setting them out into a quad. And so let me do some swatches for you. I'm going to go with the first one, which is Passion. Let's do a swatch of Passion. There's Passion. So it's a very nice matte, and that's just going into the pan once, so I'll do it again. It's got a lot of depth to it. Not depth as in complexity, it's just a nice deep red. And I do find that with green eyes, red looks really good. So that is the one matte in the palette. And it's deep enough that even though it's a red, I think I can use it in many different ways. So that's the first color. This next color here is called Forever. And it is a very nice color. It looks very much like Passion, but a shimmer version of Passion, at least in the pan. Now I had swatched these a while ago, but I mean, it's been a while, so I'm a little rusty on what exactly they look like. I'm just going to double swatch right away. So this is definitely a fiery orangey red, and I think you'll agree that these two go really well together. I could even do just the Passion in the crease and then Forever on the lid and be done with it. So, and there's definitely some staying power on the fingers. Now we're going to go into this third one, which is called Granite, and we'll swatch that one. The chrome, copper, brown shimmer colors from Morphe tend to, this is one swipe, they tend to have a lot of opacity, and this one is not disappointing at all. And I think that you can see how this one goes well with the other two. Very excited about this one as well. And it has some depth to it, kind of a bronze and gray base along with the brown. It has some complexity to it. And I think it's going to go really well with this one. I think they all go together really nicely. So this last one is called, looks like it's called Color. I think it's right. Color. And I'm going to go right on my knuckles with this one because I'm running out of room. There we go. Look at that, right? Look at that duochrome along with the other three. I think that color is so rich. And I think I'm going to swatch it again next to the red, just because it's going to pick up some of the red that is in the duochromy goodness from that one. Again, I think it's called Color. Just do it one more time here because I don't think the knuckles did it justice. There we go. And that is one go at the swipe here. I didn't dip back into the pan. So I think you can see how these two are going to go well together as well. So there are the swatches for quad number 8, the quad for August. Like I said, I'm a little early, but I am so ready to move away from cobalt blue and a warm brown, cool brown, and pink shimmer. I cannot tell you. I've had just a little bit of an overdose of those types of colors over the last month. If you have been tickled because those are your favorites, hey, fantastic. I'm ready to move on. Anyway, so that is the quad. Thank you so much for watching this reveal and my review of this past number of weeks with quad number 7. And I can't wait to report back on this bad boy. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.